You are 12 years old. You live in a cinder block house in the Soyapango district of San Salvador. There are holes in the roof. Rain smells like wet dust and sewage. The older boys stand on the corner under the shadow of the Coca-Cola mural. They wear Nike Cortez sneakers. They have money for pupusas and bags of sliced mango. They look at you. They call you over. You are a Perito, a little bird. You do not have a tattoo yet. You do not have a role yet. Your job is to watch the street. You sit on the curb with a bag of marbles. You keep your eyes on the white and blue police trucks. When the trucks turn the corner, you whistle. If you don't whistle, the older boys beat you. If you whistle too late, the older boys beat you. You spend 10 hours a day in the sun. You earn $3. It is more than your mother makes cleaning floors at the hospital. You give her the money. She doesn't ask where it came from. She knows the smell of the street is on your clothes. You are 14 now. The gang calls you a check. You are in the probationary period. You are no longer just watching. You are doing errands. You carry packages of marijuana across the neighborhood. You carry handwritten notes called wireless from one sector to another. The notes are written in tiny script on cigarette paper. They contain orders to kill. They contain names of shopkeepers who haven't paid the rent. The rent is the extortion tax. You collect it from the woman selling tortillas. She is 60 years old. She cries when she hands you the $5 bill. You do not look her in the eye. You tell her it has to be 10 next week. The older homies are watching you. They are testing your heart. They tell you to find a rival from the 18th Street gang. You find a boy your age at the bus stop. He is wearing the wrong colors. You hit him with a lead pipe until his jaw clicks. You don't feel brave. In reality, you feel like you are going to vomit. But when you return to the corner, the homies give you a beer. They tell you that you are becoming a man. You believe them because you have nothing else to believe. The day arrives. You are in a dirt backyard behind a car wash. 12 men circle you. These are the homeboys. They look at their watches. One of them screams, Mara Salvatrucha, then the first fist hits your ear. You are being jumped in. The rule is simple. 13 seconds. 13 seconds of unrelenting violence. They kick your ribs. They stomp on your throat. They punch your kidneys. You do not fight back. You curl into a ball. You try to protect your eyes. 13 seconds feels like an hour. Blood fills your mouth. It tastes like copper and salt. Someone screams, yeah, the beating stops. Hands reach down to pull you up. They embrace you. They call you hermano. You are now a soldado, a soldier. You have earned your first tattoo, a small MS on your shoulder. You feel a surge of power. The pain in your cracked ribs doesn't matter. You belong to something bigger than a family. You belong to the beast. You are 18. The gang gives you your first tool. It is a 9mm Beretta with the serial number filed off. It feels heavy and cold against your waist. You are a gatillero, a gunman. Your job is the pagada, the hit. You are told a name and a location. A rival gang member is selling drugs in your territory. You ride on the back of a stolen moped. The driver is 16. You find the target outside a bodega. You jump off before the bike stops. You pull the trigger 4 times. The noise is louder than you expected. The target falls like a bag of sand. You don't look at his face. You get back on the bike and disappear into the alleyways. That night, you cannot sleep. You see the way his shirt turned dark red. You see the way his legs twitched. You smoke a blunt to numb the image. It doesn't work. You smoke another. By the third kill, you stop needing the weed. The image doesn't bother you anymore. The target is no longer a person. The target is a task. The target is a promotion. You have been in the gang for 5 years. You have survived 2 police raids. You have 3 bullet scars on your left leg. You are now a full homeboy. You have your own clica. A clica is your local cell. You are responsible for 5 soldiers and 10 Peritos. You manage the local marketplace. You know exactly how much every shopkeeper earns. You know their children's names. You use this information. Your daughter looks beautiful in her school uniform, you tell the baker. He pays the extra $50. You send 30% of the earnings up the chain. The rest is divided among your men. You spend your money on gold chains and expensive gin. You have a girlfriend. She knows what you do. She likes the way people move out of your way on the sidewalk. But you are never relaxed. You never sit with your back to the door. You check the rearview mirror every 30 seconds. You keep the Beretta under your pillow. The adrenaline has replaced your pulse. You are addicted to the fear you see in other people's eyes. You are 25. Half the friends you started with are dead. The other half are in the Zacatecoluca prison. You are the palabrero, the one who has the word. You are the leader of the clica. You don't pull the trigger anymore. You give the order for others to do it. You sit in a darkened room with a cell phone. You coordinate movements. You negotiate with other clicas over border disputes. Sometimes the palabreros from different zones meet in a neutral house. There is a table with a map. You argue over which streets belong to whom. If the negotiation fails, you go to war. You lose 3 men in a week. You don't grieve. You just recruit more Peritos. The supply of 12-year-olds is infinite. The police are now hunting you specifically. They put your face on a poster. You move houses every 3 days. You sleep on a mattress on the floor of a safe house. Cockroaches crawl over your feet. You are a king of the streets, but you live like a rat. You realize that your life is a circle. The higher you climb, the smaller your world becomes. You have been caught. The judge gives you 60 years for homicide and racketeering. In the outside world, you are a ghost. In the prison system, you are an emperor. You have risen to the rank of Ranflero. The Ranfla Nacional is the board of directors for the whole gang. You reside in a high-security wing. The guards are on your payroll. They bring you KFC and smartphones. They carry your messages to the outside. From a 6x8 cell, you control thousands of men. You decide who lives and who dies in the neighborhoods you haven't seen in a decade. You decide when the gang will go on a killing spree to pressure the government. You order 62 murders in a single weekend. The country shuts down. The president mobilizes the army. You sit on your bunk and smile. You have more power than the ministers, but there is a cost. You haven't touched a woman in 5 years. You haven't seen the sun for more than 30 minutes a day. Your body is covered in ink. A Gothic M on one cheek, an S on the other. Your face is a mask of the gang. You have no identity left outside of the Mara. You are the gang. The gang is you. The government changes. A new regime takes power. They decide they are tired of negotiating with you. They declare a state of exception. The prison guards stop taking your money. They take your smartphone instead. They take your bed. They take your shoes. You are stripped to your white boxers. You are herded into a new mega prison with 40,000 others. There are no more phone calls. There are no more special meals. The lights never go out. You eat a bowl of beans and 2 tortillas a day. Your muscles begin to atrophy. The ink on your skin starts to fade from the lack of sunlight. You sit on the concrete floor in rows of hundreds. You are forbidden from speaking. The silence is the loudest thing you have ever heard. You look at the men around you. They all have the same tattoos. They all have the same hollow eyes. You realize that you were never a king. You were a fuel source. You were the wood burned to keep the fire of the Mara going. The fire is dying. You are already ash. You are 40 years old, but you look 60. The state of exception has lasted for years. There is no trial coming. There is no lawyer coming. You are a number in a database. You realize that even if you were released today, you have nowhere to go. Your mother died while you were inside. Your girlfriend is with a rival or a policeman. Your children don't know your name. The neighborhoods you fought for have moved on. The clicas have been dismantled. The teenagers on the corners are gone. If you walk into your old territory, the people who used to fear you would call the tip line. The gang gave you everything: brotherhood, power, money, a name. Now it gives you the final gift: irrelevance. You spend your days staring at a gray wall. You try to remember the face of the first boy you hit with the pipe. You can't. You try to remember why you thought 13 seconds of pain was a fair price for a lifetime in a cage. The answer doesn't come. There is only the concrete. There is only the cold. There's only the slow wait for a heart attack or a lung infection to finish what the street started 28 years ago. You are a legend of the Mara Salvatrucha, and you will die in a room with 1,000 other legends in total silence, completely alone.